Hello everyone, I hope everybody is fine and healthy. In this lecture we want to learn how to multiply two binomials. A binomial is an algebraic expression with two terms. For example, when we say x plus 5, this is called a binomial. And in this lecture we want to learn how to multiply two binomials by one another. So we want to multiply x plus 5 by x minus 3. This is how we multiply binomials. We multiply the first terms first. So I'm going to multiply the first term of the first binomial, which is x, by the first term of the next binomial, which is x2. So what is x times x? Well, obviously, it is x squared. So I'm going to write it down, x squared. So the first thing we do, we multiply the first terms. So that F stands for first terms. And then we're going to multiply the outside terms. X and negative 3 are outside terms, as you see. So negative 3 times x, it would be negative 3x, just like distributive law we had in the past. And then we start multiplying the inside terms. So I have outside terms after I multiply the first terms. And now I have to multiply the inside terms. So I multiply 5 by x. These are called inside terms, and that would be inside terms. That would be 5x, right? And finally, I multiply the last terms. So 5 times negative 3, that is going to be negative 15. So that is, of course, the last terms. So first, outside, inside, last. And those letters stand for this acronym called FOIL, okay? It's just an easy way to remember how to multiply, the order of multiplication. And now all we have to do is to collect like terms. So we know that 5x and negative 3x, they add up to 2x. So I'm going to write down x squared plus 2x minus 15. And that is the final answer, which happens to be a quadratic trinomial. Okay? We learned about quadratics in the past. So this is another example. So 2x minus 1 times 3x plus 4. So I'm going to follow the FOIL, this so-called FOIL method. So I'm going to multiply 2x by 3x. That's going to be 6x squared. 2x times 4 is going to be 8x. And then we have negative 1 times x, which is negative x. That was the inside term. And then we have negative 1 times 4, which is negative 4. Now, again, collecting like terms, 8x minus 3x, just like you have 8 apples, and then you eat 3 apples. So 5 apples are left, right? So 8x minus 3x would be 5x. And then minus 4, 6x squared, everything remains unchanged as it was. So this is the final answer for that product. There's another example here, but there's an extra 2 in front this time. So here you can you have two ways of doing it. Either you can multiply 2 by the first binomial, okay? So you will end up with 2x minus 6 using distributive law that you have learned in grade 9. And then whatever the outcome was, you're going to multiply by x minus 2. That's one way of doing it. Or you may keep the 2, untouched, and then first perform this so-called FOIL method. And then at the end, you multiply the 2. So either way would give you the same answer. I'm going to do both way, okay? So this one is going to give me 2x squared minus 4x minus 6x plus 12, okay? So 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x, negative 6 times x is negative 6x, and negative times negative is positive, and that's positive 12. Collecting like terms in the middle gives you negative 10x plus 12. So that's the answer I got. But now, how about I multiply the two binomials first, and then at the end, multiply 2 by every single term inside the brackets. So let me do the FOIL here. Here, I get x squared minus 2x minus 3x plus 6, right? I can even simplify. I can say, following the BEDMAS inside the brackets, I can simplify, collect like terms. Negative 2x minus 3x is negative 5x, and then plus 6. And now I can multiply 2 by every single term inside the brackets at the end. So we get 2x squared minus 10x plus 12 And as you clearly see, this result matches with the other result. So from now on, it doesn't matter. Either you can multiply the 2 by one of the two binomials, not both. This is a common mistake. Either you multiply 2 by one of the two binomials, the first one, let's say it's easier, and then the outcome, whatever it was, you do the FOIL with the next binomial, or you just keep the 2 untouched at the beginning, you just multiply the two binomials first, whatever outcome was, you multiply the 2 at the end using distributive law, okay? The answer is the same as we just saw. Finally, the last example I give you is 4x minus 1 squared. When something is squared, you know that it means that it's multiplied by itself. So, for example, if we say 5 squared, what does that mean? It means 5 times 5, which is 25. Or when we say, for example, we say like 11 squared, it means 11 times 11, which is 121. So here we have 4x minus 1 squared. Nothing is different. It's just like we multiply the binomial 4x minus 1 by itself. So now you see that in expanded form, when you write it, you can perform the FOIL in the next step. So I'm going to go 4 times 4 is like 16x squared minus 4x plus 1. And finally, the answer would be 16x squared minus 8x plus 1, which is just another binomial. So in this lecture, what we learned was how to multiply two binomials. Okay, that's a simple skill we need to know for the next section of this unit, and I hope you learned it well. So all you have to do now is to use your textbooks and keep practicing and practicing and practicing on this FOIL until you master it. Thank you very much.